Hey guys, what's up? It's me, MaxHacker11, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on weapons, and probably we will add another zombie enemy. So yeah, I'll just show you how it will look like. Okay. So when we play the game, we have this creeper. Everything still works. Everything still works. So as you can see, when we pick it up, we get 94. And there is this random sword right here, and when we pick it up, we get the sword. But the only thing we have to fix is, as you can see, we had 94 health and now we have 100. But I'm not going to bother with that right now. And also we can press G and we will drop the sword. As you can see, we can pick it, drop it, pick it, drop it. So yeah. And we will add another zombie to kill with the sword, and probably get some, I don't know, something from him like food or heart. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, the first thing we have to do is create two sprites. The first sprite is going to be sprite player, I don't know, sword, something like that, and just make the same sprite he is, and just I'll just show you. Okay, so just copy and paste the sprite in here and just add the sword to him. Just draw it or something like that in his hand. Okay. And another sprite is going to be the actual sword. So I'll just pause the video and just make the sword. So I made the sword. It's 18 by 18, and as you can see, it's a little sword. You can make it bigger, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then you have to make an object sword, load the sword. So we want it to, I got an idea. Let me just delete this and duplicate object sand drop, drag down here, and rename it to object sword. Change the sprite to sprite sword, and we don't need create. We need this. Okay, this is how you want the sword set up. Now you wanna go to your object player, right click and click duplicate, drag him down if you want, and rename it to object player sword, and change the sprite to sprite player sword. Leave everything the same and just add a key press letter G, maybe G. So when he presses the GK, or however you want to call it, he will change back into object player, perform events, and he will create an instance of object sword, and we will play with that later, the position. I just wanted to do something right here. Let me just find object health draw. So we want to copy this, and we want to go to object player with sword, and so when he presses the GK, he changes back to object player, and he drops and at the same time he creates object sword in front of him. We need this code here. Just make it X view and Y view, and change this to about 200 by 100. I'll put it 250, something like that, I'm not sure. And okay, we're done with object player sword. Now what you have to do is go to object player and make a collision with object sword and make him change into object player with sword. Yes, and click OK. So now we will just save it quickly. We'll go to level 1 and we will just place the object sword right here. Okay, and let's run the game and test it out. If it works, we're done. So we touch the creeper, he explodes, we lose some health, we touch it, we get 10 more health. We can break blocks. Okay, that works. We can place blocks. Okay, that works too. And when we touch it, we change into this player. When we press G, we drop it. It's a little bit too far away, but yeah, I can live with it. So, but when we go to object player with sword, as you can see, when we pick up the sword, the view isn't following us anymore. So to fix that, just create an empty game object and call it object follow player. No sprite needed, and go to object player, make him go to parent, okay, and choose object follow player, the object you created, and go to object player with sword and do the same thing. Okay, and now go to level 1, go to views, and if you remember, the object that the view is going to follow, it's set to object player, but now we're going to change it to object follow player, the object we just made. Save the scene and test it out. And yeah, okay, it's following our player really nicely. Everything still works. Okay, and when we touch the sword, okay, the view is following us. We can drop the sword, we move, we drop, and I'll just show you a few things you can change here. So go to object player sword, and so go to press G key right here, and if you notice, when we are this object player with sword, when we press the G key, it will change into the normal player, and he will create a instance of the object sword in front of him. But to make it actually be there, we have to type the code that it follows the view. So you can change this to about 200 maybe. The x-axis is left or right, I think, and the y-axis is up and down. I'm not sure about that. I'll just check it right now. So let's take the sword. Yeah, so I set mine to 200 by 100, I think. So as you can see, he drops the sword. And yeah. So in the next tutorial we will be adding a zombie, so we can use the actual sword on him. I hope you understand in this. Tell me if the tutorial is good or not, because I think I don't explain it very well, but yeah, it's on you to decide. So yeah, see you next time, guys.